Welcome to Value Vest Daily, where we analyze the best value and momentum investment opportunities. Today, we are diving headfirst into one of the most talked about stocks on the planet, Tesla. Now, with Elon Musk's massive pay package locked in, everybody's asking, what happens next? Is this still just a company that makes cool electric cars, or are we about to witness the birth of an AI robot army? We're going to break down the entire bull case and see if the vision matches the reality. Let's get right into it.
Look, before we even talk about Tesla, you have to understand the world we're moving into. And this quote, well, it just says it all. We are talking about 100 years of change, of progress, crammed into the next decade. This isn't just another tech cycle, folks. It's a tidal wave, a complete rewiring of society, and it is coming way faster than most people think.
So here's how we're going to tackle this today. First, we'll set the stage with this AI tsunami. Then we'll get into Tesla's secret weapon, its physical AI moat. After that, we'll see if the numbers back up the story. We'll look at the charts, some pretty wild price targets, and then we'll wrap it all up with the final verdict.
All right, first up, the AI tsunami. You really can't grasp the Tesla story without first understanding the sheer size of the ocean it's about to sail on. And trust me, it's absolutely massive.
To give you some perspective, get a load of this number, 4%. A single company, NVIDIA, is now worth 4% of the entire planet's GDP. That's bigger than the economies of the UK, France, and Germany combined. But here's the kicker. NVIDIA is just selling the picks and shovels for the AI gold rush. The real gold, the real value, hasn't even been mined yet.
And you can see the explosion that's already happened on this chart. The returns on things like Bitcoin and NVIDIA have been, well, just insane. And you see Tesla right up there in that top tier. But here's the question we're asking today. What if what NVIDIA did for digital AI? What if Tesla can do that for physical AI? If that happens, that 2,000% return you see there, that might just be the appetizer.
And that brings us right to the heart of it all, Tesla's physical AI moat. Seriously, you have to get the idea that Tesla is a car company out of your head. That's like saying Amazon back in 1999 was just a bookstore. The real play here, the real potential value, is in the fortress they're building in a category that barely even exists yet. So what the heck is physical AI? Well, it's pretty simple. It's when AI jumps out of the computer and into the real world. We're not talking about AI that can write a poem or make a picture. We're talking about software that can actually drive a car, operate a factory robot, or manage a power grid. And this is where Tesla is building a moat so deep and wide that software-only companies might just drown trying to cross it.
So how are they building this fortress? Well, it really rests on three giant pillars. First, you've got the data, an unbelievable data advantage from millions of cars driving billions of real-world miles. Nobody else is even in the same universe. Second, they're not buying chips off the shelf, they're building their own custom hardware, like the Dojo supercomputer for their exact needs. And third, they control the whole shebang, from the factory robots to the code, giving them insane speed and control.
And when you compare them to the competition, it's almost not a fair fight. You've got companies like Waymo, which are great, but they're stuck in a few cities and have to buy expensive chips from companies like NVIDIA. Tesla's approach is built for global scale, and get this, it's estimated to be 10 times cheaper for every single decision the AI makes. Over billions of decisions, that cost difference is a game changer. It's a completely different league. Okay, I know what you're thinking. A world-changing vision is one thing, but can they pay the bills? Does the math actually work? Well, let's pivot and look at Tesla by the numbers and see if this grand vision has its feet on solid ground. When you look at this table, try not to just focus on the car deliveries. The real story, the juicy part, is that software subscription line. A projected compound annual growth rate of 60%. That's the kind of high-margin, recurring revenue that Wall Street absolutely drools over, and it could be the rocket fuel for their profits for years to come. So who's buying this story? Is it just hype? Not at all. Look at this. Over 66% of Tesla is owned by institutions. We're talking about the smart money. Over 3,400 different funds, pensions, and banks have put their money where their mouth is. That's a massive, massive vote of confidence. And what does all that lead to? Cash. Piles and piles of it. In a recent quarter, Tesla generated almost $4 billion in free cash flow. That's the money left over after everything is paid for. It means they're not just a growth story. They are a cash printing machine that can fund all these crazy, ambitious AI projects all by themselves. So, the fundamental story is huge, the numbers are strong, but what does the chart say? Let's switch gears and talk price targets. Where could this stock actually go from here?
All right, a quick look at the technical picture shows a pretty healthy trend. The stock's trading above its key moving averages. That's a sign of strength. And the RSI, which is kind of like the engine's temperature gauge, is sitting in a nice neutral zone. That tells us it's not overheated and might just have plenty of room to run higher, especially if it can punch through that resistance level you see there.
So in the short term, where could this momentum take us? Well, a lot of the bulls on Wall Street have their eyes set on a target of $600. Things like the pay package getting approved and any big news on full self-driving could easily be the catalyst that push it there. But that's just the short term. Now let's zoom out. This is where things start to get a little crazy. ARK Invest has a 5-year price target of $3,000 a share. Now, how on earth do they get to that number? It's almost all based on the idea of a global robotaxi network, a business that doesn't really exist yet, but one they think could be a money-printing machine.
And if you thought 3,000 was wild, well, hold on to your hats. The really long-term visionaries, looking out to 2030 and beyond, are modeling prices north of $8,200. This is the everything goes perfectly scenario, where Tesla dominates not just robotaxis, but also the market for humanoid robots. It's a staggering number for sure, but that's the theoretical endgame if this whole physical AI thing plays out.
All right, let's land the plane here and pull this all together for a final verdict. We've laid out a massively bullish case, but, no investment is a sure thing. We have to look at this with our eyes wide open and talk about the risks. And the risks are real. First, the valuation is steep. The stock is already priced for a ton of future success, so any little hiccup could hurt. The EV market is also getting crowded, and let's be honest, getting regulators to approve fleets of robotaxis and robots won't be easy. And of course, there's the Elon Musk factor. Love him or hate him, a lot is riding on one person. This is the definition of a high-risk, high-reward play. So I'll leave you with this final question to chew on. Are we looking at just another car company here? Or, with robotaxis and humanoid robots on the horizon, is Tesla literally creating a brand new category of value out of thin air? The answer to that question is everything. It will determine whether this is just another stock or one of the greatest investment opportunities of our entire lives.
And of course, our friendly reminder, this is all just for informational purposes. It is absolutely not financial advice. Please do your own homework before making any investment decisions.
If you got some value out of this breakdown today, do us a huge favor and hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and share ValueVest Daily. It truly helps us keep bringing you these deep dives.
Hey, and one last thing. We really do build this channel for you, so if there's a stock, any ticker symbol at all, that you want us to break down next, just drop it in the comments below. We read all of them. Thanks so much for watching.